Before we begin our podcast, we'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land we're recording on. For Cass, it's the Borragagal people, and for Hailey, it's the Dharawal people.
Now, a quick word from our unsponsored sponsors.
Do you want to go to sleep with a different celebrity every night? Do you ever think of smothering someone, but your pillow is too basic? Then we have the perfect pillowcases for you. Hero Huggers by Rennie. Hero Huggers by Rennie encourages testing on animals. According to the scientists at Drag Me Out University, they have proven results that people who purchase Hero Huggers by Rennie improve their sleep by 83.768%. Phones are ringing off the hook with orders, so get yours now. Or alternatively, go to Hero Huggers by Rennie on Etsy. Sleep soundly knowing your heroes are right next to you. Hero Huggers by Rennie, where heroes lie. No animals were harmed during the making of this commercial. No one at Drag Me Out official has a science degree, but they have watched things about Scientology. No research has been done to support these statistics except our own biased opinion. Pillow not included.
After 10,000 years, I'm free. It's time to conquer Earth. Hi there, this is not Jennifer Coolidge, and that was my audition for Rita Repulsa in the new Power Rangers Gay Force. It's all full of homosexuals. Anyways, I'm not sure if I can talk about that. So in the meantime, listen to Drag Me Out Official and talk about that with your friends.
This video is not sponsored by Jennifer Coolidge or Power Rangers, but supported by a flaming Midwestern homosexual with nothing better to do at this time.
And listen to the podcast, dumbass.
Just for the record, Ego let us down.
Yeah, we never get to see a second look from Ego.
Good thing we love Ego, otherwise, we'd be offended.
Busy homos.
What are you going to do, right? Everybody, welcome to Drag Me Out. I'm Cass.
I'm Hailey.
And we're going to talk our usual shit for however long Hailey can be bothered to edit.
And I don't know if you realised, but we switched positions back. Last week, or the week before,
It was the other way. And it's really difficult when I was actually watching for quality purposes. Because I'm so used to looking at the left-hand side of the TV screen when I look at it. I had to look at the right-hand side. It threw me off.
I just wanted to see if you noticed.
Oh, I noticed. I'm like, this isn't right.
I don't know why it's like I put you on the left. It's the same as like when I go to the gym. I always choose like a specific machine, and that's my machine. So when I go, that's I'm going there.
Well, see, I think I've said this to you before that when I go to the bathroom, if there's multiple stalls, I go into the third stall.
Yeah. I'm the same at like work. Like I have like my stall. That's what I go to.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
We're creatures of habit. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I do the same thing at this new office now. The same stall.
Well, so much just happened. So much has happened.
As in?
Well, we've got 2 episodes of Only Murders in the Building. We've got RuPaul's Drag Race UK to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So much.
Lots of stuff happened.
Lots of stuff happened.
I know. You watch. We'll still manage to get it in on the hour.
Yeah.
The one thing I did notice, though, before we go into weeks and musings and all of that other stuff, the one thing that I did notice was that there was only one competitor on Drag Race UK that had a 3-word name. So I should be good.
I even wrote in my notes after the 3-word name, Cass, you're going to struggle with this. I'm going to try and drill it into your brain.
Miss something to do with Beyonce? Carter? Something Carter. No.
Miss Naomi Carter. No, that's not the three. Is that the 3-word one? I thought there was
Oh,
another
I don't
3-word
know.
one.
Oh,
No,
see,
there's a three. Then see, there's Miss Naomi Carter. I don't think that Miss is a 3-word name.
well,
But
that's the only one that's got something like that. Well, look at
Alexis
Mistress
St.
Isabel Brooks.
Pete.
Oh, I'm going to struggle. There's
I-
2.
Think about snake. Snake's the asp. ASP. Alexis St. Pete. Asp.
Well, I'm just going to call it Asp.
Yeah, that's fine. Also.
Yep. So,
Okay.
how have you been? What have you been doing? Who have you been doing it with? How's the
Um,
new house?
New house is good. The funny
Mm,
thing when you get your own house and then you get to do what you want to it, but then you work so much because you have a mortgage and you've got to pay that off that you don't actually have time to do anything that you want to it.
Mm.
That's also fun. I still don't have my study nook yet, but I'm working on it.
mhm.
The space is there. I just have to obviously go to Bunnings, get a few little things, borrow someone's nail gun. It'll be in the coming weeks, probably in the new year, not gonna lie. Because I'll have annual leave and try and do some stuff. But yeah, so just been working. I already fucked up our first mortgage repayment. So I think they're rectifying that tomorrow. My
Are you
bad.
getting foreclosure notices already?
No, I paid double and I didn't mean to. And because of the
That's
redraw
okay. You just don't pay
function.
next time.
Yeah, it's kind of the money that we need to live off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So,
always something, right?
$11 just might not cut it the next fortnight. But yeah,
Meh.
we'll fix it. And anybody said they'll fix it. It just might take a little while just because of public holiday and stuff. So, whatever.
Right.
But yeah, other than that, your week, how was your week?
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Went for some swimmies. What else did I do? Went to work. Lived my best life. That's all. Mm. Nothing really has happened over the last couple of weeks.
I feel I've been doing, because I've been doing stuff around the house, but I've been binge watching seasons of things as I'm. So I've watched a lot of shows, a lot of good shows. Wilderness on Amazon Prime, really fucking good. And Court on Stan was okay, but quite funny. Had iconic people in it. You need to just watch it. It's Australian support. Oh my God, it's so windy outside right now.
Mm-hmm.
I learned some new things that I was going to go
Yeah.
into my musing and more like some observations being
Okay.
around in public. I am known to skimp on stuff, clothing, but I never, and every woman, actually, no, every woman, man, or non-binary, whatever you want to call yourself, do not skimp out on tights.
Noted.
Tights. Nothing worse than looking at someone and they've got cheap tights. You can see what underwear they've got underneath. You can see like the outline of the vag or the moose knuckle. No one needs to see that. No one needs
No.
to see your camel toe.
No, it's a faux pas.
Yeah, don't skimp on tights.
I'll remember
Running-
that if I ever
running
have
tights.
to buy them.
I didn't feel that you would, but also when it was those really 2 hot days, I realized that I don't own swimmers anymore because the swimmers I do own,
Too big.
yeah, might as well be a sailboat. So I had to buy new swimmers. I couldn't go swimming. I didn't have anything to go swimming in. So I had to wait for them to arrive. What else happened? Oh, so my husband went skydiving, one of my many attempts to
End his life. Yep.
correct. I can't say that in case they use it against me somehow.
No, I don't think.
He asked me
Does that make me a conspirator?
I think so.
Yeah, I've lived a good life.
Yeah. Worth it. So he went skydiving and have you been skydiving before? Have you looked into
I
it?
have not. I have looked into it.
Mhm.
One of the things that turned me off for a very, very long time is that there are weight restrictions.
So there are weight restrictions. However, you can do it, but you just pay a fat tax.
Yeah, well, I'm a tight ass. I'm not going to pay
Well,
tax.
that's what I found funny because my husband asked me, he goes, "Oh, what weight was I when I went skydiving?" And I'm like, when I booked it, I thought he was under the fat tax, and then he went and he had to pay a little fat tax. But yes, I was the same. I never went skydiving because I knew that they weighed you. My high school boyfriend did it, and he was quite fit, so he got paid.
Yeah, my wife's skydived a few times.
Not a fan.
No, I mean, the idea of just, jumping out of a plane.
A good plane.
Yeah. I mean, kind of spits in the face of the safety demonstration, doesn't it?
And then I found out, do you know what paprika is made out of?
Isn't it capsicum?
Yes, didn't know that.
Turns out I did.
I don't think I ever thought about it.
It's dried and crushed capsicum.
Yeah, and then they use the different ones to make the different flavors of paprika.
Mhm.
Why is it that when you watch somebody or something reminds you of something sour and your mouth salivates? Like mine is now thinking about watching that girl eat the really sour lolly on TikTok.
Obviously a subconscious thing, but I'll say this. I am salivating because the green apple Jolly Rancher that I've got in my mouth
Mhm.
is a bit tight.
It must
So,
be, but it's weird. It's like when other people yawn and you yawn. Like it's weird.
subliminal.
Is it
That was word,
subliminal?
not subconscious. Subliminal. I don't know.
Subliminal. Oh, no, I'm not going to say that word because that's annoying. That was my musings this week. Fat tax. Don't buy cheap tights. Paprika and sour things. Why does it make you salivate?
No. That'd be a scientific question that we would have to Google.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to know.
I don't
So,
want to either.
what is your new things for us to learn after facts?
So, did you know that there were female gladiators in ancient Rome?
You know, that's a trend on TikTok at the moment, asking your husband how much he thinks about the Roman times. Apparently, it's quite often.
Yeah, I saw that the other day.
Yeah. So
I
I
didn't
thought
see it on
about it.
TikTok. I saw it somewhere else. Yeah, but yeah, there were female gladiators in ancient Rome.
And Gladiator's starting soon.
Liz Ellis.
I didn't even see the cast. I
Legend.
just saw Gladiator. I was like, I'm
Liz
in.
Ellis is one of the hosts.
I'm in. Say no more.
Okay, so forks were seen something and sacrilege. I can't read my writing. Were seen to basically be sacrilegious because they were considered artificial hands in the 11th century.
Like forks.
Forks.
Oh, I would have said like it looks like, the devil's.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
they were considered like artificial hands, so they were therefore sacrilegious. And apparently that went up to like the 18th century in like England and stuff, though.
It just proves that anyone that's religious is a moron. But anyway, go on.
This one tickled my funny bone. The movie Psycho was the first movie to ever have a flushing toilet.
Okay.
Brady Bunch didn't even have a toilet. The boys and the girls shared a bathroom. Whenever they did the scenes in the bathroom, there was no toilet. And then Psycho was the first movie to have a flushing one. Here's one. A little bit sad. Okay. In Switzerland, it's illegal to own just one guinea pig because they're a social animal and can easily feel lonely and depressed.
Aw.
So when you buy a guinea pig in Switzerland, you have to buy 2.
That should be everywhere.
That's why I got 2 dogs.
I feel that so you each had someone to cuddle.
Actually, it was more that Winnie was watching the Olympics and we were working, and I turned around and went, "Oh, he looks so sad laying there on the lounge watching the TV on his own. We should get him a friend." Okay, so the second last one is cheerophobia is the irrational fear of fun or happiness, which I believe you have.
Yeah, probably.
Cheerophobia. Just saying. And the last one, did you know that most people fart 14 to 23 times a day?
Now, yes. I do that. All the time.
I think I went above average yesterday.
Oh, I'm pretty on par with average. However, I did get out of my car and then thought that no one was around. And it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. And I was walking. I was walking into work and I've just let this monster out. Like, I'm pretty sure like there was a grizzly bear. And I just heard this guy cough at the security gate.
He was coughing because you clouded his lungs with
Yeah.
your methane fucking gas. That's too funny. There's nothing worse, especially since we've had the surgery. There is sometimes you just can't hold it in. So when something makes me laugh, I have to make sure I laugh extra loud to cover up the farting that's happening.
See, I can hold it if I have to,
Uh-huh.
but I'm more free now. I'm more like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. But sometimes I'm like, this is gonna be a punishing one. I need to like go step outside. My husband doesn't care. No matter where we are, like he'll just crop dust the shit out of anyone. You don't care.
I will never, ever, ever forget the night we were working at the casino, and there it was that one of the dickhead poker players, and you know how they loved eating that like stupid Cobb salad,
Yeah.
and Stewie, one of the other supervisors, remember HD Stewie?
Mm.
He goes like this. There was about 3 of them eating the Cobb salad. He goes, "Which one do you want me to crop dust?" So we pointed to fucking whatever his God, he's dead now.
Is it the one that had the kidney?
Saunders. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, Trevor.
Trevor Saunders. We go, Trevor, and he goes, "Yeah, no worries." So as Trevor goes to eat a mouthful of this fucking stewing crop dust and walks off. And just kind of giving us a little thumbs up when he walks down the other end of the pit.
Oh, my pancreas.
Do you have a pancreas moment? Do it.
It's going to be about driving again.
Okay.
Because I feel that this is now a PSA. People need to listen.
Yep.
Now that I live a bit further, however, it's all expressway. Jump straight on the expressway, off I go. So it's only works out like between here and my old house, it's like a 15-minute drive. However, between here and work, it's only a 6-minute difference because it's all highway running.
Yep.
So anyway, so I drive a lot of expressways. Now, my whole beef is with the New South Wales government. Who taught you how to build roads? Who taught you?
The Romans.
We thought about Romans. Anyway, who said that we bottleneck, then we add another lane, then we bottleneck, then we add another lane, then we bottleneck? What does that do?
Oh, you mean the overtaking lanes?
So what they'll do is they'll add a merging lane. They'll leave that for, I don't know, 300 meters. Then they'll cut it off. There's plenty of space for it. Could have stayed. So all these people that panic about merging, it's also my qualms with the New South Wales government. Who is giving these people their licenses? If you can't merge, fuck off. If you cannot meet the speed, fuck off.
This is one of my pancreas moments from ages back, you know.
I know, but well, mine's not merging in particular. It's the people that want to stay in the fast lane. And I think we've spoken about this before, maybe, but I have to go further into it because it's actually causing me to have a mental breakdown, I feel.
Okay.
I came this close to, you know how sometimes cars have like business numbers on it? Like company numbers?
Yeah.
I'm this close to calling that mobile number in front of me, being like, can you move the fuck out the way?
If my driving's a problem, please contact this number. You're on your fucking hands free on your phone going, yeah. And you need to fucking give him a phone call right now because I need him to fucking move faster. He's in the fucking fast lane.
If it's like a 1-800 or 1-800 number, I'll give you the fucking number plate and you can call him, tell him to move the fuck over because he's been doing 20 under for the last 20 minutes.
Yep.
Like, there was a P plater in front of me and I flashed her because I flashed once, let him register, see what they're doing, let him move over. They don't do it, I'll flash them again. That's the second warning. Third warning, a beep patcher. This P plater beeped at twice. No fucking clue. Absolutely no idea. I could see her little fucking head in front of me turning to talk to the passenger next to her. And also swerving all over the road, by the way. So that's why I didn't want to get anywhere near her. But like, there's usually one car holding up 20 cars that want to go past this car. Like, just fuck off to the next lane. Oh, does my head in.
The eternal struggle.
I can hear creepy children. Hold on. I think it's Leo laughing at himself. But it's just like, well, the last 2 days have been bad because it's a long weekend and everyone needs to drive. But what gets me is people are like, it's, bumper to bumper, and then all of a sudden you get out of it and it's all free. And I'm like looking for a car accident. I'm like, where is this car accident? Nothing. I don't get it. I need a bypass for the bypass because there's just fucking traffic everywhere. Like, all the people that don't know how to drive on weekends. It's the same as people who catch public transport on weekends. It's like they forget how to be a human. Oh, look over there. No, the train's coming from the other way, you dickhead. God. Anyway. Just stay in the fucking left lane. If I want to speed, it's my business. My business.
You're the one who's paying the fine.
No, because I only go as fast as the one in front, and he got done. And I was like, see ya.
Oh, look over there. It's the cops.
I saw on the Waze app that there was a cop in about 50 meters. So I like slam my brakes on and he gets done by the cop. And I was like, oh, bye.
Guess you're not in a hurry now. See, the cops catching somebody speeding and traffic lights are always the great equalizer. Because one of my pet peeves, I must just use this as my fucking pancreas, is the one who you're in like 110, 105, 110 zone, whatever our zones, 100 and 110. And you're doing like 102 in 100 zone or whatever, and dickhead behind you is doing 110, and he can see that you can't get out of the lane. So they get up like really, really, really close to you. And then they see the break in the next lane. So they decide to go around it and then go around you, and they end up just one car in front of They just end up in front of you. And it's like, why?
Yeah.
Why did you go to all that effort? Or the best one is when they take off like a shot and you go, okay, well, I don't have to worry about that fuckball anymore. And then you get to a set of traffic lights and they're sitting there as the third car and you pull up just behind them and you're like,
yeah.
Does it make you feel better? Do you hope that makes you feel better?
Or the ones that finally get out of the way, get into the left lane, but then speed up anyway.
Right.
Like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you people? Shitty drivers.
I don't really have Pancreas moment. Coffee wankers are becoming a big problem for me. People who believe themselves aficionados of coffee.
Look, I have a lot of. It's not that they believe that they're aficionados, but they do have certain coffee spots. But being in shift work, you need.
But it's
Some
not even
people-
that.
No, that's just a bit weird.
It's not even that. What it is. Excuse me while I eat another Jolly Rancher. So what it is they go, I'm not going to go to that coffee shop because the coffee is bad there. I'm not going to go to this coffee shop because the coffee is bad there. As somebody who doesn't drink coffee, everything tastes and smells the same to me as far as I'm concerned. So it doesn't bother me. It's not a thing for me. But they'll be like, the only reason why I say that is because I actually heard a coffee wanker say this in the coffee shop that's downstairs in my office building. He turned around and he goes, I only come to this coffee shop because it's the closest to my office and I'm actually in a hurry. Otherwise, I would be going to coffee shop XYZ. And it's like, it's a stimulant. It tastes like shit. And all of a sudden, you're a connoisseur. What are you, the fucking sommelier of caffeine?
You're just drinking dirty bean juice. Don't try and.
It's dirty dishwater with milk and sugar in it.
I get that, like, because I used to do cold drip coffee because it takes that bitterness out. But I'm a bit, I don't know. I add a lot of sugar to mine to make it more sweeter because it's just coffee's just really bitter. But I do know the difference between cheap ass coffee and like an actually nice made coffee. But I don't care because I don't really drink it anymore. So, but yes, don't be a wanker. Don't be a coffee wanker.
Don't be a coffee wanker.
I'm like, the best bean you can get is like cat poop, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
You got to wonder about that person, right?
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, it's not a big pancreas thing. I think I'm stretching because I don't actually have any issues right now.
just surprising.
But I know, right? I think it's because I've just basically walked around oblivious to the world for the last 2 weeks. I'm just like, la-di-da-di-da. Let's just.
I've tried to. They just get in my way, particularly on the highway.
Plus, it doesn't help that I only go into the office twice a week.
Yeah.
And then when I'm not going into the office, I haven't really been going anywhere because, like, just been chilling. Just chilling and killing.
Pancreas bursted.
So I think it's that time that we need to talk about 2 episodes, very revealing episodes of Only Murders in the Building.
Mm-hmm.
A
Meryl's
lot
back.
happened. A lot happened in the last.
It
2
is a lot to
episodes.
unpack.
So we went through episode 8, where you find out that
How close was I though?
Cass was very close. Cass is very close. That they tried to do that. They tried to throw you in that direction of her being Ben's mother, but Loretta is Dickie's mother. So, and then it all makes sense now. All the conversations make sense. All the way that she was acting makes sense.
The awesome detective comes back this episode.
Yes. And she disappears again in episode 9. But anyway. So they go to arrest Dickie for the murder. And Loretta confesses.
Meryl throws herself on the grenade.
As soon as she did that, I was like, she didn't do it. She's just trying to save Dickie.
Oh, of course she did.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So
She's looking after a baby boy.
Yeah. And then Oliver, has I don't know if it's a
Oh,
heart
it
attack.
did it again. Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I was just like, no, not again. Don't do that to him.
It's like they're gearing to kill him off.
Don't do that.
They can't.
Don't do that.
I don't think they will. But it's like I don't know. But yeah, so that was a lot in that episode. I'm kind of over the play. Not gonna lie. I'm over hearing about it. I'm over seeing it. I'm like,
Theory.
hmm.
Theory. Courtesy of a work colleague of mine who wants to be known as A. I affectionately refer to her as Taylor Swift's stalker, because she's a astronomical Tay-Tay fan. Here is the theory, all right? And I'm 70% on board. The play is about triplets, right?
I don't even know what the play's about. No, I don't know
It's
what it's about.
death rattle. It's about baby triplets that are like the suspects in a murder.
Okay.
Here is the theory from Taylor Swift stalker. What if there are 3 murderers?
Hmm. 3 murderers, but they weren't aware of the other murderers.
What if?
But what was the third attempt?
What if when we find out in this, we find out what could possibly be the reveal in the 9th episode for the 10th episode? What if it's the family duo that's murderers 2 and 3,
Hmm.
and whoever tried to do it the first time?
We already know who tried to do it the first time.
Do we?
Remember episode 9?
Now, let's just unpack that for a second, please.
Mm-hmm.
When they started to suspect that it could be that person, there was a line in there, something about a phone call about a Norwegian red herring. And then they started to go down that road. Red herring is another way of saying we're throwing you off the scent.
Yeah.
So could they be doing that to get us to think that way, and then it possibly not being that person, or the other person comes into it?
Well, basically, they put the story together. So whether or not, okay, we'll go into episode 9 because we're going to talk about it anyway. Spoiler alert. So Oliver is alive, wakes up in hospital. They
Yay.
decide that they're gonna be murder squad. Because I think Oliver's just doing it so they can get back to his play. The brother didn't do it. Loretta didn't do it. Ben was a sewer, plot twist, and with the 5 whores, and they came to the conclusion that Donna poisoned the biscuit.
So for anybody who's actually been following along with this, Donna is the producer's mother.
Yeah, they're creepy.
Yeah. So here's the thing, right? So whoever tried to kill him the cookie, Donna, and 2 people possibly push him down the elevator shaft. That would be the 3.
Okay. So would that mean that the son did it with someone else? Do you think the son would? I just
don't
feel that
know.
the son would have no idea that they were putting in a bad review about. That's what.
Okay,
Howard?
so let's take him out of it then. All right. But what if there were 2 who pushed him down the elevator shaft?
Hmm. Because we don't know
Something
the
to think about.
alibis yet. We only know the alibis of everyone up until curtain call, and then we don't know
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah.
So is this episode the last episode, episode 10?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So it'll all be revealed.
All be revealed. When this episode goes to air, about an hour after it goes to air, we're going to know who did it.
We're gonna know who done did it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still don't know. Like
That's what I'm saying. Like the red herring, like it's to throw us off, because like this one's been one where everybody had a reason to do it.
Yeah. It's
Including
usually
Charles.
how whodunits work, though.
Yeah, but including Charles, including one of our protagonists.
Could have been an accident.
After the poisoning?
Well, like you said, poisoning's a very female thing to do,
Mm-hmm.
whereas violence or physical violence is usually geared towards men.
Let's move the triplet theory aside, the
Mhm.
3 killers theory aside. Okay. Donna poisons,
Mhm.
right? Maybe the son finds out. Maybe they're fearful that Ben is going to go and tell the police or whatever it is. So then they seize the opportunity while they're at Oliver's apartment.
Or just a completely random guess. He goes to get in the elevator's not there. He's talking to Charles and he goes to fall and Charles tries to catch him but can't.
Yeah, but Charles would have said something.
You think? Because he did punch him.
True, but what if it turns out that he just tripped?
That's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
but Charles was there. Say Charles was there and like he didn't want to because people saw him punch Ben.
Maybe.
And then it's,
Maybe Meryl did do it. Maybe Dickie did do it.
maybe they all did it. Maybe they're all just standing up there and just pushed him down. Who knows?
Maybe it was like Murder on the Orient Express where everybody did it.
I haven't watched that. Ruined it. Just kidding.
Still good.
But yeah, so I think the sewing thing was cute though. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I like those ladies.
Yeah, they were cool.
Yeah.
I'd want to know them too.
And did you get the oh I know you would have, but you got the Father of the Bride's reference? I was
Sure
like,
did.
oh, I was supposed to watch that. Didn't have time. So
Mhm.
yeah, so episode 10's coming. Make sure you tune in and then tune in to us because we'll talk about it. See if we're all right.
Mhm. Yeah, Tobit's back off.
Yeah, I don't know where
He's back off it. It could have been anybody. I know that's stupid, but it could have been anybody. Everybody had motive. Guy was a bit of a. I tell you what, though, I'm never going to look at a cookie the same way again. The way he reacted after he ate it.
Not only that though, like the way he ate it just literally turned me off cookies.
Yeah. But
Like,
then his behavior after he ate it, and I was like, no cookies for me now.
I don't really like cookies anyway.
I only like them if they're soft.
Subway cookies?
Mm.
So,
Yeah.
RuPaul's Drag Race UK
Season 5
premiered. Does it come out on Fridays or Saturdays?
came out on Fridays. You know what? I didn't even realize it was starting when it started. I just happened to finish work, turn on the TV, went to stand and went, oh my God.
I did the
It
same
started
thing.
this week. Yay.
Did the same
So that's
thing.
how you.
I go through and I double check if I've missed any episodes of anything on my streaming platforms because the ones that release weekly. And then I saw Stan and I was like, oh, I'll watch that. And I actually watched that today. Saved it.
I'm in already.
I'm in already.
Yeah. I have 2 favorites. We'll get to that, but I'm just saying, so I remember I've got 2 favorites.
I've got 2 favorites as well.
Okay, cool.
So, okay. So the first part with the winner, they only get a digital series. There's no cash prize.
Yeah, because it's the BBC. They've never won cash prizes because the BBC, I believe, is funded by the government.
Okay.
So if you're a competition winner on the BBC, it's like the Great British Bake Off. They don't win money.
Well, I thought most of them were celebrities.
No, No. So the BBC don't pay for reality competition winners or something like that. It's got something to do with the fact that it's financed by the government because it's a British broadcasting company.
Channel?
People are going to correct me.
Channel?
No, I think it's a British broadcasting company
Oh, okay.
because there's like BBC One, BBC Two, BBC Three, BBC Four, BBC Radio. So it'll be a company, not a channel. So yeah, so if you're like a TV presenter or you're whatever, you obviously get paid because that's your job. So yeah, UK winners, they've never gotten cash. That was the whole thing. Vivian in All Star, she's like, I've finally won cash.
British Broadcasting Corporation.
Close enough. I was closer than your fucking channel.
It makes sense. It's a TV show. Anyway, so we had first girl walks in, Tamara Thomas. I was like, yes, Tamara. Then we had Banksy, skinny little mermaid dominatrix happening, very naked. We had Miss Naomi Carter, in the purple.
Yep.
We had Michael Maruli. We had Kate Butch.
Mhm.
Kind of gave me like Vendela Creme vibes.
Mm-hmm. That's what I
Slash
thought too.
Harry Potter character went out of drag.
Okay.
Just like a little British boy out of drag. Then we had Caramel. OMG.
Mhm.
Yep, okay. Also, how did they not know that their roommate was going to RuPaul's Drag Race?
I was trying to once we figured that out that they were roommates, I was like, how did they keep that a secret? They didn't.
No.
They couldn't have.
No. What if you were like, okay, I'm going, can you look after the pets? So like, yeah, sure, no worries, and then leave, and then pets are just dead now because no one's home to look after them. They can see
Yeah.
they'd be packing for drag, they'd be sewing. There's no way that drag queens keep their mouths shut that they're going to RuPaul's Drag Race UK.
We already know they don't, and even when the people who don't live together.
Hmm. So anyway, Ginger Johnson gave me Kasha Davis vibes.
Same.
D Delicious, she was beat. Great makeup.
Gave me Ashley Madison vibes, if it's the one I'm thinking of.
No, I thought her drag was much better.
No, I'm talking personality.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Vicky Vivacious. First Cornish girl. Where are they from? Are they from Corn? Is that a place?
Cornwall.
Cornwall. Okay. Is that a country? No.
Cornwall is a part of England. It's like a beachside place. It's very, very lovely. Lots of people go there for holidays.
Oh, okay.
The great, fantastic, wonderful, immensely talented Dawn French lives in Cornwall.
Right. And then your favorite, Alexis St. Pete. Asp. Now. Okay.
Yeah. The first Polish.
Yeah.
First Polish contestant ever on any drag race ever. Bless.
So who's your favorites?
Ginger Johnson and Caramel.
Okay, so mine's Caramel and Vicky Vivacious.
Okay. Jury's still out on Vicky for me, but I'm glad that we agree on Caramel.
Mm-hmm.
So they walk in, they enter and say their stupid stuff. To find out that they were actually being judged on it.
I loved it. Loved every bit of it.
I was like, great twist. Well done, you, RuPaul. So, very valuable lesson to anybody who, to our
Gabriella Labucci.
many fans and listeners and viewers. If you're going to go on RuPaul's Drag Race, you need to do it from the moment you get there. Like, you need to nail that fucking entry. You got to be judged on it anyway by us and by people who did Pit Stop and all of that other stuff. But they could turn on. They could do what they've done on UK, and you get judged on it as part of whether or not you stay or go for the week.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And they did their little runway,
Mm-hmm.
brought all the biggins back.
I would like to say that dress, as simplistic as it was, and very 1960s, the Ginger Johnson dress, the floral dress, was beautiful. And she made it herself.
Yeah. She's a seamstress.
Uh-huh. And Caramel was great.
Mm-hmm. Her entrance killed everybody
Her
else's
entrance was slight Queen Kong vibes, but
I
you
was
know.
getting Sasha Colby / Queen Kong.
Yeah. I was going to throw in the Sasha Colby as well, but I think that's the trans thing.
Well, see, I didn't know she was trans when I thought that.
Right.
So all I was getting was, yes, Sasha Colby / Queen Kong.
And Caramel is from Atlanta, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. We don't mind that. She was great. So then the other twist was anybody whose name was called was safe, and anybody who stayed on the stage was in the top. So no one was going home. RuPaul has decided that RuPaul just needs to see a little bit more before RuPaul makes the decisions.
Because how much can you tell off a fashion show and a small little runway?
That's why I've always had a problem with eliminations in a first episode.
I agree.
Regardless of the show.
I reckon it should be up until the 3rd episode, to be honest. You should have the fashion and the little entertainment part. Then you should do maybe an acting challenge, because acting challenges is where you can see people fall. And as a drag queen, you got to be able to act. Speaking of which, I've been really into Tabitha's Takeover on YouTube. It's on Banji Reality. All the episodes are on YouTube. Season 5, episode 2, they do a VIP nightclub, and Mayhem Miller and Morgan McMichaels are actually on it.
Cool.
So they perform at the VIP nightclub, and Morgan McMichaels does a show, and she does Tabitha in drag. It's very good. Banji Reality. Watch that. But it's so good. I love seeing like all the hairs from like the hair from and fashion from like early 90s.
I was watching, and I've watched it a couple of times, but I was watching Lip Sync Battle on YouTube, and Nene Leakes did RuPaul's Supermodel, and while she was lip syncing to it, drag queens walked out, and one of them was Mayhem Miller. Do you want to have a go at your child?
Well, a lot of the Real Housewives, I watch a few of them, not all of them, but I watch a few of them. And a lot of the earlier seasons, you do see a lot of the drag queens that sort of pop in and out. Like I've seen a few drag queens and I'm like, I know who that is. And like, but like they're not, no one knows who they are yet. So they're just kind of, but yeah. So I've seen a few drag queens in a lot of those shows. It's probably why they get picked up too.
Probably.
So then we had the lip sync between
Vicky Vivacious and Caramel. I don't agree with the winner.
Who was the winner?
Vicky.
Yeah, I thought it was Vicky.
I do not agree with it at all. At all. I believe Caramel should have won that.
Potato. They're not winning anything.
No, but they get the repeater badge.
Oh, they do that this one, do they? Don't they? Well, they're both my favorites, so I don't really care.
So putting Caramel in the top 3. Can't figure out the other 2 yet. I think Vicky may have just had a good week. I don't know. I think Caramel's going to be consistent.
I need to see an acting challenge before I give my top 3.
Well, I just need to see the others perform in some way. then might have some kind of an idea on who might stay. But
Like, we didn't actually see a lot of them, even
No.
though I don't know, it felt short because they try and squeeze the Untucked in as well. So
But don't forget, with the runway, they had some of the famous international queens
yeah,
on. Your Jimbos, love a Jimbo.
Shinty,
Schminty Draw.
there's heaps of them there.
The one that annoys us all the time. Silky Nutmeg Ganache.
Yeah,
Man, she'll go to the opening of a car door. Hey, anytime RuPaul snaps her fingers, Silky's there, right?
wouldn't you?
Free trip to UK, sure. Yeah, I probably would.
Business class, I'm in.
Also, so the digital series, I don't know what happened with the other ones, but Danny Beard is doing it's a recap show called The Aftershave. So
What's
it's a
the
recap on
other?
the
What's the other 4 seasons been?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what the other 4 seasons were, but I know that Danny Beard is doing The Aftershave because I watched it the other day.
Okay,
Yeah. Danny Beard's so cute.
I love Danny
And
Beard.
we're not gonna have Danny Beard as the winner for much longer.
No, but that's okay.
Because Caramel's gonna probably take it and take over. You know?
No, I don't know.
I think Caramel is clearly, even though she didn't win the lip sync, is clearly the one to beat. But is Caramel the UK's Hollywood star?
I was just thinking that.
So, RuPaul's Drag Race UK season 5.
Mhm.
I'm in.
I mean,
I'm in.
I think
it
it's because
wasn't
we
like
had such a shitty fucking last season.
well, no. Last year gave us Danny Beard and Cheddar Gorgeous.
No. The last season that we just watched.
Oh, Down Under. Yeah.
Because I was only in it for the drama, and the drama faded out real quick.
Yes, it did. So, yeah, I'm totes in. I'm Team Caramel, Team Ginger Johnson right now.
Mhm.
I saw the previews for next week's.
What's next week's? I missed it.
I don't know exactly what the challenges are or anything, but
okay.
there's a bit of argumentative behavior.
Yeah, that happens, especially when they eat together, they live together, they work together. It's gonna happen.
Yeah. So let's just wrap this up into a nice little bow, shall we?
Mhm.
Any up and coming drag queens want to come on? That's great. Ego, we still love you. Even though we got stood up. With, let me just check. Oh, no apology. Okay, fair enough. It's just checking my phone, and there were actually messages from Jack. Any up and coming drag queens want to come onto the show, slide into the DMs on Insta at Drag Me Out Official. Don't forget to go to our website, dragmeoutofficial.com.au. I think the shop's still going. I don't know. If no, it's not. Okay, well then strike that, reverse it. Hit us up in the DMs if you want to buy a game, because I got them sitting on a box next to me. Anything else, Hailey? Have I forgotten anything? Next week we will review the season finale of Only Murders in the Building. We finally get to find out who killed Paul Rudd. Ben. And RuPaul's Drag Race season 5 UK. Boggle's a really good game.
Okay.
Yeah. Boggle's a good game. Those are my parting words.
Okay.
And we will see everybody the next time we record Drag Me Out. Bye-bye, everybody. Ba, 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 ba.